You got a new single out.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Okay. Okay. I was listening to it this morning. It was, you sampled was it the 900 number, Mark the 45 King?
Yeah, you got it. You know your stuff. Don't act like you don't know.
A little bit, a little bit. So tell me about how this song came together.
Wow, this song came together. Once I did Sausage sometime in May. I then got back in the studio and told myself, I'm gonna do a mixtape that pretty much speaks to what make me happy. All of the, like throughout those years of, like how I said, going through the shelter with my moms. I also was in the projects with my pops in Fort Greene. I also was, in Bama's projects where my grandmother lived, and we pretty much just was always around music. My father was a DJ. My mother was a singer. My mother used to do the hustle in the parks at the gyms. I am so embedded in my culture that everything in music reflects me. Or should I say affects, or everything in music kind of affects me in the way I feel about where it is at that time. And I feel like right now it's like, you go to the club, people was like popping bottles and like shooting a video, or not literally shooting a video, but like popping the lifestyle of what music videos were like in the 90s and now in this time. When people show you that they got it, I feel like people are actually doing that in the club, and it's take away from the life. So it's either you doing that or you on your phone tweeting about how much of a great time you having, and you're not really having a great time. So with all that being said, I wanted to get back to that essence because I had so much fun recording Sausage, and I had so much fun actually shooting the video for Sausage, that I was like, yeah, this is it. Like this is what I'm feeling right now. I need to do a couple of tracks like this just so I could, connect with people who feel like this is missing in hip hop.
Sure. Now, when the song came out, the Nicki Minaj fans kind of took to Twitter and started accusing you of taking a shot at Nicki on it. There was a line in there saying, if I was born in Trini and moved to the States with the rage I make, I would have gotten deported. And of course, everyone knows that Nicki Minaj was born in Trinidad.
Yeah.
Was that a shot?
Well, my family's from Trini as well. I never really talk about it because I don't need to, I guess you could probably see my roots, especially like through my dancing and things like that. You could see that I have Caribbean in me. But since it was nobody like, because it's my grandmother and not like my mother or myself, I never really say, well, I'm Trinidadian, you know what I'm saying? But my brothers and my cousins, even when I put out Sausage, they was like, you had the Jamaican flag? Where's the Trini flag? Trini. I was like, nah, we doing reggae. I could use the Jamaican flag. They was like, no. But as far as taking shots, I mean, this is hip hop. It's fair game, If they took it as a shot, then it's a shot. Because perception is reality. And, at the end of the day, I'm not here to say no, I didn't. It is what it is. If they look at it as, oh, she took a shot at Nicki, there it is. I had to learn my lesson from previous times and being in this industry of not saying how I feel or not standing up and saying, oh, this is what it is. So it's like, all right, where you come from? What is hip hop? Hip hop, everybody battles. Like people go back to back, like like Drake. No pun intended. Well, pun intended in this case, because and initially I'm just stating the fact that that's just what it is, and it's a sport. So for me, it's not a personal thing. So whether it's her or him, it's like anybody could get it. It's fair game. Like I'm never gonna stand down and say, oh, well, I'm not talking to him, or I'm not talking to her. It is what it is. I feel like when it comes to rap, I'm one of the best to do this. But when it comes to consistency, I've been lacking over the past couple of years. But when it comes to me being in my zone and being fully focused and ready, I'm unstoppable.
That's pretty humble of you to actually say, when it comes to your consistency, you've been lacking. Like most people wouldn't say that. Like why do you feel comfortable saying that? And what do you mean by that?
I feel comfortable saying that because in music, you can put out an album and in 3 months the fans will be like, where's the music? You know what I'm saying? Everything's moving so fast paced right now. So before, where you could put out an album a year, where you can still put out an album a year, but you kind of have to, you know, stay focused and stay on the ball. And I feel like I was saying earlier, between my mother and dealing with her battling with cancer and dealing with myself, just wanting to be a part of what I was always used to all my life, as far as just being this normal person and being relatable and not wanting to, you know, lose my sense of ground. I pretty much just like altogether stop using the inspiration and the things to write and not only write, because I've always been working. I keep working. I can't stop what's inside of me. I love to write. I love to write. Writing makes me so happy. It's a release for me. But I feel like the consistency thing is the release. You can write and you can create and you can record, but people need to hear it to know that you're out there, because when people buy into you and you sell albums, and it doesn't matter how many albums you sell, those people supported you. So now they're looking for the next thing. So if you let them down by not putting out music and giving them the next project, you lack consistency. And I feel like although I've been successful in my own right, as far as doing music and then going into television and doing America's Best Dance Crew for 7 seasons, and then doing a movie and just getting back into the music and still, you know, pursuing the acting and things like that, it's still a, where are you in music? Like, I met you through music and I loved you in music. What happened? You know? You have fans who feel that way. I have fans that have expressed that to me. Like, yo, I like you on the show, but your album changed my life. And I feel like I've been out of touch in the sense where I didn't care enough, because if I did, I would have gave them something else to let them know how I was feeling at that time, because I did go through a lot of hurt and pain in this industry, and through the things that I've been through, I've went through my ups and downs, and I didn't allow my fans to see that through my music and experience that with me. And it's almost cowardly to not continue and write through whatever. So when I look back at that, I'm like, yeah, I could do that a little differently. And it all helps with my growth. So I think that it makes me a very powerful person to be able to point that out and to know that and to make a difference. Because it's not fair. So Sausage was the first song and Too Fly is the second song. They're both off the upcoming mixtape, Take Me Back. Take Me Back should be out around later this month or early November. I want to say early November. So I'm gonna put Take Me Back, the mixtape, out around then. So look out for that, all right?
Okay. Is there any features on the mixtape, or is it just all you?
Well, I'm working with my little brother, OnStar. He's been working on music for a long time, and basically, I didn't do a feature with him like in the past because he wanted to do music, and we all love music, but he really followed my footsteps in the music and the rapping. But I wanted him to gain his own ground, and more importantly, he wanted that for himself. And right now, he got the streets buzzing. He's all over New York. He's a positive energy. He's a force to be reckoned with. Him and his crew, Waffle, they dance, and they do a lot of shows and stuff like that, showcases. And yeah, it's just the right timing. And more importantly, this is right up his alleyway, up his lane. So I probably work with my other brother as well. And then if anything else falls into place, it does. But I really was focusing on myself with this mixtape. But I thought it would be a perfect time for him to get on something because the boy is nice. So.
Me, like I don't gang bang. You know, I'm not into the gang things as far as you know, having problems. Oh, we don't rock with them. You know, so. Whoever is paying me for my services, I'm gonna execute. You know, I'm gonna do what you want me to do. You know.
The pussy was good.
The pussy was good.
Yes. As my mama said, the boy got his first piece and lost his damn mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was your first time you had sex?
That was my first time, and her first time. Yeah.